feel to be healthy?
Oh, it feels good, man. I get to, I just get to go out, go to practice, play the game I love, get back into the rotation. So it feels good to be healthy.
Can you tell us about your injury journey, I guess, dating back to last, was it September?
Yeah. My journey been good. I mean, just really ankle sprain, from the beginning. But it's just been like, just getting back to normal, just to get it back healthy instead of rushing it back. So it really been it's been a long journey, but not really much of a crazy injury. So.
Did you feel like when you showed up that you were in line maybe to play a little bit to start with?
Yes, sir, definitely. I came in with Ship and Muff, obviously. So I felt like, I'm always gonna be have confidence or whatever to play the game. But really when I came in, it wasn't just to come play. It was really just to learn, because obviously with two veterans in front of you, you can take stuff from them and learn from them. So really it was just getting behind them, learning stuff to be able to, when it's my turn, to be able to play the game at a high level.
So I guess, were you practicing with a kind of a messed up ankle all year last year for the most part?
No, sir. Really, most of the year, when I hurt my ankle, they took me out. But really, it was just the whole time, during practice, I was just doing stuff to be able to get back into it. But it was just a slow process, but I had to get used to it.
What happened in the spring then?
Spring, it was really the same thing. Honestly, it was really the same thing, but just a retweak or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, really the same thing.
I mean, how frustrating is that when you just can't do it?
Yeah, it's very frustrating. I can't, it's a lot of stuff that you can't control, but it's very frustrating not to be able to showcase what you can do and show your talents and everything. But it's just a process. Just trusting and believing it.
So when you played in the Gator Bowl, you were fine in that game. In the game, you had no problems. But then in the spring is when it came back.
Yes, sir.
It's like a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, it was somewhat like a high ankle sprain.
I guess you talk about what you feel like you can add. What do you feel like you can add to the running back room that's different? Or what skills do you have that you can talk about?
Skill I think I have for myself, honestly, is speed. I'm pretty much of a speed guy. I feel like I can bring some versatility to a lot of stuff to the game. Not just one thing. So I'm not gonna say just one thing, but I feel like I can bring a lot of versatility with my speed to the game, to the offense.
What's it like having Phil as the only really experienced guy, and you guys were all sort of jockeying for a position?
It's really the same with just how I came in with him and Ship. Phil is another great, one of the best running backs. So it's just really the same thing with taking my talents and stacking it with Phil's talent and getting under his wing to learn extra plays and learn extra things to tag into the game to speed up the process and learning the game.
I know obviously you've been hurt a little bit, but how much more physically prepared do you feel like you are now? I think you're up to 200 pounds at the weigh-in, so how much work did you put in to kind of be more physically mature?
Oh yeah, I put in a lot of work, honestly. While I was injured, my lower body, most of the time during practice I would be upper body, doing stuff just doing a lot of working out, I changed my nutrition plan around, because nutrition could be a factor of why I'm getting injured or whatever. So I took my nutrition to a new level. So yeah, it's been a good journey.
Did you come into this camp thinking you had a goal, hey, I'm gonna try and be the backup, or I want to be third? Did you have any kind of goal in mind?
Oh yeah, the goal is definitely to get into the rotation. It's always, everyone wants to get into the rotation, but it's always a process. You just can't go in and just expect to be the back. You got to put in the work, the time, and watch film, do studies, be able to pick up all little things. So that's why I say with Phil, getting behind Phil, doing film with Phil, learning the game is just something that I took into perspective to learn.
I guess, what have you learned from him in film? What has he been able to show you?
Yeah. Phil been able to show me everything of the game, honestly. It's being able to see small creases to get certain amount of yards, being able to pick up this, or be able to tell if you got someone else coming, just small details that you can be able to look into to help you not miss an assignment. Just a lot of small details in front of them.
I guess just in general, what is it like for you to be here? I mean, kind of under-recruited guy. I think Clemson was the first guy that came out and offered you. What was that whole recruiting process like? What's it like actually?
Oh man, I can't thank Coach Spiller enough, bro. It was crazy. It was a crazy feeling once I first got my offer from Clemson. That was my first big offer. I can't thank Coach Spiller enough. But I was under the radar, small school. I knew I was gonna play football though, because I I was gonna go to play football regardless if I didn't get scholarships, you know, because that's just like what I love to do. But you know, it's great being here. I mean, you don't get any better than Clemson. You know, the best fans, family. You know, just coaches like family. You know, you just don't get no better than Clemson. So it's great. It's great.
And where do you think you would have ended up if you didn't, you know, get a scholarship from here?
I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think about walking on somewhere, going JUCO, or like what?
Yeah, I probably would have. Yeah, if I didn't get the scholarship, I would definitely have took the JUCO route. If I didn't get the scholarship, yes, sir.
What do they teach you more? Speed, technique, finesse? What are the things that make a good running back?
There's a lot of things that make a good running back. You know, it's really not just one thing that makes a good running back. You know, you got to be able to run. You know, get extra yards. But it's not just running the ball that makes a good running back. You know, like you got to be able to pick up and detect passes and blitzers, and it's a lot of things that go into the game like that people from the outside don't see, but it takes a lot of good.
And you feel like they've taught you a lot more of that here?
Yes, sir.
Like
definitely.
Spiller?
Yeah, definitely. Getting behind Phil and Ship, Coach Spiller, and Dominique, which transferred now, but just getting behind all the older guys has taught a lot of different keys, which all of them bring something different to the table, so you can learn. You learn speed and agility from Ship. You can learn power from Off. You can you know, all of them being different type of backs. You know, you learn from all of them, and then you can add it to your game. So just really paying attention and taking from the veterans, the older people.
How much of an emphasis is pass protection for this running back group, given that y'all are so inexperienced beyond Bill?
You know, it's I mean, all teams really specialize like pass protection. Like you have to protect the quarterback. You know, like if you can't protect the quarterback, then you can't play. Honestly, you know. So it's a big emphasis for every team. So like I'm just gonna say like just a great emphasis for us, because like that's really for everybody. But yeah, just being able to protect the quarterbacks take it a long way.